Well, good afternoon, Citrus County. Sheriff David Vincent here, and it's time for the weekly wrap-up. As always, our team stayed busy this week. Communications officers handled 6,421 calls for service. Meanwhile, deputies conducted 2,066 traffic stops, issued 535 citations, and made 108 arrests. Now, let's talk about one arrest that gave us a little more than a fireworks show during the Inverness Patriotic Evening event. While patrolling, Sergeant Schaefer saw a vehicle parked in the middle of Highlands Boulevard. With pedestrians lining the streets for the event, the driver, 36-year-old Andrew Iwanski, suddenly sped off, spinning his tires and running a red light. Sergeant Schaefer activated his lights and sirens, but Iwanski continued to drive all the way to the boat ramp, where he finally decided to stop. Sergeant Anstead arrived to assist with a DUI investigation, and Iwanski became irritated, insisting the stop was ridiculous and he hadn't done anything wrong. But what happened next said otherwise. When Sergeant Anstead began to administer standardized field sobriety tasks, Iwanski performed poorly, and let's just say he showed us a few moves that definitely didn't help his case. For his final task, Iwanski was asked to raise his hands with his palms up and was quickly placed in handcuffs.
There you go, flip them around, just like that.
Relax.
All right,
Relax.
and relax.
Relax. Relax.
All right, you're being placed under arrest for driving under the influence, okay?
Dude, relax.
Iwanski was arrested and charged with driving under the influence and refusal to submit to a breath test. Great work to all involved, keeping our community safe during a fun 4th of July event. And this week, another driver decided stopping for deputies simply wasn't on his schedule. Master Deputy Ruby observed a vehicle traveling 62 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone on Highway 41. Master Deputy Graytrex attempted to catch up and assist, and after lights and sirens were activated, the driver, 35-year-old David Spillman, refused to stop. Instead, he turned onto Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue, driving straight into the courthouse parking lot at a high rate of speed, circling it twice before finally stopping. Turns out he was late for a court date for driving on a suspended license, a rule he was clearly still testing on the way in. Some lessons really don't stick. Spillman was arrested and charged with fleeing and eluding and driving while license suspended. And finally, we aren't just here to make traffic stops and arrests. Sometimes we're here to save a life. Communications Officer John Lauren recently took a frantic call about a 1-year-old who was found face down in a pool. He maintained absolute composure, delivering precise, life-saving instructions to those on scene. The medical flight crew later confirmed that if it weren't for Officer Lauren directing the caller to administer 2 rescue breaths, the child would not have survived. Without his calm guidance and decisive actions, this could have been a tragic outcome. Outstanding work, John. That's all for this week. Be sure to follow us on Facebook so you never miss an update. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like and share with your family and friends so that everyone can stay in the know with CCSO.